Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And today we're going to talk about what else? The stock market is burning, it's on fire. And I told you we're taking advantage of it, ladies and gentlemen. And some of you may be saying, Eric, how are we taking advantage? Well, you're going to have to stay tuned to find out. Gold, silver investments, in case you haven't been paying attention to those too, somebody has to explain how when there's high inflation, all of a sudden in the 2020s, gold and silver is going down. That's unheard of. And then, of course, we have real estate to talk about. That's right. We have a little tidbit because I'm going to drop a video about the beach. But hold on. We're going to talk some real estate as well. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Stop struggling now. Gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you so much for being here in the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. And that's right, please smash the like buttons. And if you like what we're talking about, please subscribe to the channel, click the all notification bell, and again, share the videos because you never know who we're trying to help, because somebody could be out here searching for that elusive dream of a lifetime. And you guys know we talk about many dreams of a lifetime, but we're doing passive income 2022. And I have to say, I just got off the phone with somebody, and you guys, they're going to be on next Monday. So get your duffel bags of cash ready, because you're about to find out about something that's a ring of fire opportunity at SSN Lifestyle, and it's off the charts. That's right. We're trying to get it in now, ladies and gentlemen, so you can set it and forget it and then reap the rewards over time. That's right. So let's talk about a lot of things tonight. But first, I need to know who actually received the YouTube notification and who saw the trailer. Let's get that out the way first. All right. It's Monday night, and this is where we get paid. It is not Friday night, ladies and gentlemen. All right. You make your money when you make investments right out the box, and you prepare and plan. Sometimes it can take 1 month. Sometimes it can take 1 year. Sometimes it can take 3 years, 4 years, 5 years before your plan comes together. But that's what we're here for. The SSN Nation way. Let me see who's here first. It looks like Laverne Penix is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. And thank you so much for being here with the icon next to his name. That means he supports the channel, ladies and gentlemen. That means he's a member of the channel. And he says his tagline: hello, SSN Nation. I hope everyone is doing well. Let's make some money. That's what we're trying to do. And in case you're new here, this man is Mr. AKA Mr. Cool, and he's in the house. Thank you so much once again for being here and the support. And he says, I received a notification and trailer. That's one person, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if we can break a record tonight. All right, Victor Marrero's in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. Thank you so much for being here as well with the icon next to your name. And he says he has two taglines, but tonight he's bringing the other one. Hello, all. Let's do this. Exactly. We're going to make it happen. We got a lot to talk about, especially when the stock market is burning. That's right. The streets are full of blood, and there should be a big smile on your face. All right. And the reason why is because you knew it was going to happen. You've had people here telling you it's going to happen. All right. Benita McGee is in the house tonight. Thank you so much for being here, and welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. And She says, I got the notification. And once again, thank you so much. Very, very nice to see you again. I appreciate the support. So we're going to have to get into this, ladies and gentlemen, because we talk stock market. We talk assets. That's what we do here. One of the assets are stocks. Some people may be going, well, hey, Eric, I just woke up in 2022 and it doesn't seem like stocks are assets to me because it seems like I'm down if you started earlier in the year. Well, not every stock is down, but I will say like 75% of stocks are down. You can't pick winners all the time. That's why you have to be diversified in the stock market, meaning you might want to pick different stocks, different sectors. But then you could do, and I'll just call it what it is. Why don't I just give it the nickname, the Victor Marrero method? How do you like that? The Victor Marrero method. What is that? Okay, a few stocks maybe, but ETFs, hedge funds, that's right. The guys that get you around 8.5 to 13, 10, 11, 12% annually, depending on what year. And every now and then they have negative years. But then over the long term, it's around 9% to 9.5% annually on your money if you pick ETFs. If you pick like REITs, if you pick these 401k type properties, right? So just keep that in mind. And I'm just going to give you some right now. All right. Let's get with the ETFs. How about that? You want to play safe in the stock market? Then you get ETFs. How about, I'm going to go with VOO, and I'll talk about the Victor Marrero method because I already know. SCHB, SCHD. Oh, and how can I forget one of my new favorites is JEPI, JEPI. That's JP Morgan. All right. You got to have to look into these, ladies and gentlemen. And then you make your investments over time with regard to the stock market. And speaking of the stock market, if you're new here and haven't received your free stocks from Robinhood and Webull, down below in the description, you will find those links. Robinhood and Webull, use those links, please. All right. I'd appreciate it. And then once you sign up with those, hey, guess what? It's a normal reaction. You can refer other people and you receive free stocks when you refer other people. And it doesn't cost you anything. How about that? All right. So that gives you a little bit more incentive. But I just gave you some ETFs. Now, let's get into some REITs. That's real estate investment trust. Some of you may be going, Eric, real estate's going down. Okay, but it's at the stock market. Hold on now. Hear me out. Is real estate really going down? Because REITs aren't buying generally single family homes. They're buying multi-family homes. They're buying investment products, storage units, multi-family apartment buildings. That's what they're doing. They're not sitting around here buying single family homes. Those things, well, you know, they're like, they could be a very bad weight around your legs if there's water nearby. You know, this is what it's like right now in the housing market. You have a rock, a weight around your leg like an anchor, and you're walking a tightrope by water that's 100 feet deep. You're in that situation if you're a single family homeowner right now in the United States and actually worldwide, because we're in a global economy. So therefore, REITs who do not invest in single family homes generally, sometimes they do, but generally, we want to have safe type of investments. But I'm not going to say they're safe because no investment is safe. You always have to do your due diligence. But let's just get to it. AGNC, that's right, everybody on podcast. A is in Apple, G is in George, N is in Nancy, C is in Charles. In fact, I'm going to have to bring this up on the screen because today, since we had a red day, let's go see how bad it was, because this is the stock market. This is the time that you need to get in the stock market. But hold on before I say that, because when my new series comes out, Eric Says, and there'll be like a 30 seconds to a minute Eric Says thing. It'll probably be a short. Eric Says, we're in the 1929 and 1930 stock market. So just because you're thinking, oh, well, this stock has dropped 50%. Well, what happens if it drops another 15 to 20%? That could happen. So you don't want to throw all your duffel bag of cash into one stock, one ETF. You want to hold back, invest a little bit of it now, and then invest a little bit of it later, otherwise known as dollar cost average. You can do that. That's one strategy, which is very effective over the long term. Or you can do, well, I'll say this, put my money where my mouth is. What I'm doing is I'm not doing DCA or nothing. I just said, you know what? Duffel bag of cash, duffel bag of cash. I'm not putting any money in because I believe after everything, I'm believing in myself, believing what the information tells me. I believe we're in 1929 and 1930. If I believe that, then guess what? This red market that's happened, it's going to go down even further. So I don't want a dollar cost average. Why would I dollar cost average? Because when the Dow Jones was at 32,000, people were like, oh, it's red, it's going down. When it was down to 31,000, when it went to 30, stocks are still dropping. So people are dollar cost averaging down. This is true, but they already spent some of their bullets. So imagine if you say, hey, this is 1929 and 1930, we're still going down. I'm just going to sit back and wait. Now you're able to buy more than you could have while getting rid of some of those previous bullets. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm just letting you know. Gino Chimienti, he also said, here's his forecast. He said, Great Depression 2.0 and worse. That's the worst case scenario. And by the way, Victor Marrero has been like 100% right. So that's scary. Now, on the other hand, I agree that Great Depression 2.0, but not as far down as Gino Chimienti. I'm still talking Great Depression. And Professor Auntie Val also has joined the party, and she goes Great Depression light. Now, all I'm saying is there's some people here. I don't know how Victor Marrero feels, or Mr. Cool and all that. But all I'm saying is we have some people that are predicting some dire situations. So if you believe there's going to be dire situations, then it doesn't make much sense to me why I'm going to be jumping in any stock market anytime soon trying to do something. What I'm going to be looking for is this red stuff right here. I expect this to change suddenly. All of a sudden, people are going to go, oh, wow, we dropped 1% today. So that means tomorrow we got to buy. So then we're going to be green tomorrow, green the next day on theory. And then people will say, oh, it's over. Oh, my goodness, it's all done. So now we can go back into this party. But actually, ladies and gentlemen, that's what they want you to do. They need your money. Remember that. Now, let's get into it. You see what's going on. So everybody here, you guys already know what I'm going to talk about. So you can go get yourself a drink because everybody else who isn't here, it's a good day because the REITs, you're going to earn more return on your money today because they dropped today. So that means they're giving higher dividends. And look at this dividend. It should be into at least a 13% annual return. Oh, because of the drop today, it's at almost 15% return on your money. Ladies and gentlemen, this is A as in Apple, G as in George, N as in Nancy, C as in Charles. That is 1% per month plus. This is like 1.3% per month return on your money through dividends. Now, there is one thing that happens though, because notice it dropped 7% today, right? So if this, let's just say this was $10 and you put in 10,000 and it drops 7%, then you're going, okay, $70, right? So now you have, I'm way off, aren't I? 700. So now we have $9,300. All right. So you would be sitting there going, oh, Eric, man, I'm down to that. But you're earning, the dividend is 14.97%, damn near 15% on your money. You just let it sit there and you're getting a return of 15%. And oh, by the way, AGNC issues monthly dividends. So you're getting 1.3% return on your 10,000, and you're going, Eric, that's not much. Okay. Well, your 10,000 sitting in a duffel bag of cash is losing buying power. Your 10,000, when you're just putting it in the bank, is losing because inflation is double digits, even though the United States government's lying to you. But all I'm saying is you can't ignore 14.7, 14.9. Now, we talk about the pros and cons here. Here's what happens in a recessionary environment. these companies can wake up and say, you know what, we don't want to give out dividends anymore, or we will reduce dividends. That can happen. So I just want to let you know, even though I'm talking about these dividends, and even though it's seemingly like, hey, it could be 15%, then all of a sudden they cut them in half and it's 7. But the point is, you're still receiving return on your investment. So that's why you only put in what you can afford to lose, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So if that is, look at this, if that is 14.97, then we have another contender that should be over 15%. Refi didn't drop 7%. Refi is still the same. So they're at 12% then. 12.68% dividend every year. That's what they're doing, ladies and gentlemen. So again, you have double-digit rate of return, REFI, for everybody on podcasts. So let me know what you guys are thinking. Maybe somebody here is going to give me another stock that they like. All right. And then, of course, we're going to go with my old standby that I love, and it's high risk, ORC. Let me see what happened with them today. I give these 3 every live, and I'm probably going to add another one, so I'll give a 4th. Oh, look at here, 9% today. Okay, before I show what this is, that means this is all, it may be 20%. So this one is going to be high risk, high rewards, but I believe, let's see, 20.65%, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. Just what it did in 2021. Some of us earn 20% on our money. Can you believe that? In case you don't understand what 20% means, let's say you have $1,000. 20% means $200 annually. You reinvest it. Now you have $1,200. But now you're going to earn a little more because you're doing $1,200 based on whatever that dollar cost average was. But let's just say you're not getting 200 again. Now you may be getting 300 the following year. I am just saying. So now you have 1,500 after 2 years. I am just saying this is what could happen if ORC keeps giving out their, I can't believe it, their dividends. If they keep doing it, then this is a beautiful program. But again, these are high risk, high rewards, because they can wake up one day and say, hey, all that dividend money, we should just keep it. Why are we giving these millions of dollars away? We'll keep those. So I'm just giving you the stuff, ladies and gentlemen, that you need. So there's 3 of them. And you're going to have to come back on Wednesday because I'm going to add number 4. All right. These are all high risk, high rewards. And once again, Victor Morero's in the house. So he's going to have to add those ETFs down below to help you out. But I'll start it off. VOO, VOOG, VTI, VCR, VTSAX. I know I went pretty fast. That's why you better get that pen, pad, and paper, because you never know what's going to happen. All right. We're talking stock market, ladies and gentlemen. So let's see what's going on. Okay, here we go. Victor Marrero says, we're in a bear market territory. Everything is red. We continue to DCA into ETFs. Oh, yeah, I know what Victor Marrero's doing. The Marrero way. We're doing it. And here is Vanessa Comagate is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. And she has an icon. Thank you so much for being here, your support. And she says, hey, Boston SSN fam, genius with glamour today. Got notification. Oh, I like that one. Genius with glamour. Okay, we'll go with that one. And she received a notification. That's only 2 people that received notification, 3 people that received notification. So that's very, very good. Let's see if we can break the record tonight. But thank you so much, Vanessa Comagate. And by the way, ugly market today indeed. Yes, it is. And oh, by the way, I just realized I didn't answer one of your questions that you sent over. And I wanted to get an update on how you're doing with the Fingernails to Go project. I know you were sick last week, under the weather, but as you know, the show must go on. So let me know if you've been making progress or if you tweaked it. Just give us a little overview because I think it's pretty cool. I believe it's pretty cool. Got YouTube notification and trailer. Thank you very much for that, Victor Marrero. Much appreciated. I believe that's number 5. So that's cool. Maybe we can break the record tonight. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give a little promo right now because don't miss next Monday night. It's a Ring of Fire opportunity, but you guys are going to find out about it here directly from one of the owners That's right. And this is one for the ages, potentially. Everything has potential. All right. It's one for the ages. This is one where set it and forget it. Whatever you put in, you're going to sit there and real world businesses. That's right. Not crypto businesses, real world businesses, similar to what's going on with Debtbox Node. We have another situation, different company, and we're going to be talking with one of the owners. He's going to come on next Monday. That's why I was late tonight, because I was talking with him on the phone, and I was like, oh, I'm going to have to be late tonight because, we're talking. And I was like, hold on, I got a live, so I got to go. So anyhow, he said he's going to come on next Monday. So I'm telling you, do not miss next Monday, ladies and gentlemen, because you're going to snooze. You are going to lose. And this is off the chart stuff. And again, remember how I always say America is not ahead? Exactly, ladies and gentlemen. That's your first clue. America's not ahead. But when I get a company that says we are regulated in the countries that we are going to be in, or we are already in full regulation, where do I sign up? I'm talking to you now. When I hear full regulation, I'm like, I'm down. I'm like, holy smokes. Okay. And it's financial, ladies and gentlemen. So there's a huge upside. Oh, yeah. So stay tuned. All right. Let's keep it moving. Now, we're talking about gold, silver, precious metals. And again, Vanessa Comagate, let us know if there's any updates that you want to share with the Fingernails to Go countertop unit after you said that you were going to alter it a little bit and go worldwide. You were like, okay, I'm doing a whole different type of marketing program. So I'm anxious to hear about it a little bit more if you've actually formulated it. But I think that's a good idea. It's just that I don't know how we're talking about a machine. So it has to get to the people. So that's the only thing that I'm concerned about out the box. But maybe we have a scenario where that's alleviated. But all I'm saying is that's the things to think about. Now, let's talk about the gold and silver and precious metals. You guys already know the Debtbox Node. They have the scanner system, the XPLR. That's crypto, ladies and gentlemen. And they can look for this gold, silver, precious metals. But I'm not talking about that scanner system. I'm actually going to be talking about something a little bit more than that. We're actually going to go to, let's see, you guys know I always go to AppMex, right? Now, I made a video almost 2 months ago, and I'm pretty sure the silver stackers, they weren't very happy with my video. I can't blame them because I was like, hey, it's about to come time to buy gold, silver, and precious metals because the prices are being manipulated and they're going to go down. So now may be a good time to buy. So that gave them a big smile on their face, saying, hold on, he's actually saying buying after all now. It's a buying opportunity out here. So now I'm going to show you what I'm referring to. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if you don't understand economics, let me explain how this is supposed to work. In the old days, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 years ago, when there was inflation, there was something called a hedge against inflation. And that hedge against inflation, gold and silver. So people, instead of losing money in the stock market or getting 1% return at the bank because the economy was bad, they would then say, you know what, I'm going to go buy some gold and silver so I don't lose any money. Because when inflation goes higher, gold and silver used to go higher. So how did this happen? I'm giving you guys a little history on how it happened. How it happened is in the 90s and starting in the 2000s, the government knew exactly what I'm just telling you. They're like, oh man, when the economy goes bad, the stock market goes bad, people take out billions of dollars and go and buy gold and silver, platinum, palladium. All right. So that takes it out of the stock market. So what does the stock market do? They say, no worries. We'll create ETFs and we'll say that it's backed by gold. So you don't have to buy gold and silver anymore. You can just buy in at our ETF program or our hedge fund, however they wanted to set it up. Or better yet, we're going to come out with silver certificates, silver dollar certificates. And you know, paper's fake, but they were like silver dollar certificates, paper dollars. So now people aren't buying the actual physical gold and silver. They're out here buying the ETFs. They're out here buying the silver dollars. So that diluted the gold and silver actual stacker market, in my opinion. That's when it started, early 2000. So now we fast forward 20 years later, and we have something called 20% inflation. Oh, I'm sorry. The United States government says 9.3, 8.5, 8.1. But if it's that number, then how come gold and silver isn't 10, 20, 30% higher over the last 2 years, 40% higher? These are obviously being manipulated. So while they're being manipulated all at this low time, even though you see green today, this is incredible, ladies and gentlemen. This should not be happening. These should be damn near double what their prices are. Let me see if I can get a graph up here. Let me see. I don't know where the graphs are. Here we go. Check this graph out. This is a travesty. Oh, no graph. Okay. Can't get there. Where is it here? Let me see if I can get the graph. I haven't been to the graph in a while, but I'm just trying to show you something. Gold was like 2000 last year. How is it down to $16.40 with inflation at all-time high and the Federal Reserve is increasing interest rates every, 2 months, 3 months? How is that happening? Right? It's crazy when you think about it, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm just saying, if you're a silver stacker, a gold stacker, platinum stacker, palladium stacker, I believe it's now time. All right, you now time in it, and let's say it the SSN Nation way. Don't use more than 5%. I'm just saying. The only reason is because it goes in a black hole. It's sitting there. It doesn't churn anything. That doesn't make you anything. Okay, so that's why I don't subscribe to the thing about putting in 10, 15%, because that 10 or 15% is in a black hole. You earn no return on that money. All right. All you did was change it into a precious metal. So unless that precious metal increases in value, which means demand, then it either goes up or goes down as well. All right. So I can't get to where I want to go. So we're not going to show that. But I just wanted to get into it, ladies. Oh, wait, I keep bringing it up, but it won't. Here we go. So I'm going to go back 1 year just so I can show you what we're talking about here. All right. Because this is also, look at this, in 1 year, down 10%. How is it down 10%? Again, I'm illustrating. Inflation went up. They're saying 8.5, 9.1, whatever. It's a lie. It's 18, 20%. How is it it's going down? It should not be going down. This should actually have been, instead of losing 181, all right, it should have, like here's the 2000, March 10th, 2022. Instead of this, 18, 17, it should have went up another 10%. It should be 2000 right now. Why is it 1640? Clear manipulation. But again, you can only manipulate so far, so long. The United States government and the global partners, they're still printing money because they don't want them and their best buddies, the top 10 percenters, they don't want them to lose their assets, lose their asses. They're still doing it, but ultimately they're going to lose their asses because that's how it works. You can't keep printing money to save your buddies indefinitely. They've been doing a great job the last 13 years, but it's coming to a head. All right. So again, position yourself with a little bit of kibbles and bits. Let me know what you guys are thinking, because that's the way to do it. All right. So there we go again. I'm giving you the playbook on what you do. The playbook's not over though, right? We talk gold, silver investments, silver stackers, gold stackers. All right. You get a smile today. I'm telling everybody, now's the time to start thinking about getting a little bit of it. start stacking a little. All right. So don't say I never showed any love. I'm just saying, I always said only I show love when time is right. And somebody says, well, there's no way you can time the market. Okay, I agree with you. But the point is, time is now. What more do you need? All right, Victor Marrero, he's helping out. The Marrero way, SCHD, yep, is a really good ETF. Expense ratio 0.04%, dividend yield 4.5. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Now, he brought up something that 4.5 is very interesting. It's down this year by only 3.76, while other ETFs are down over 10% for same time period. Long-term performance over 13%. He brought up exactly what I was talking about. Thank you so much, Victor Marrero. Long-term, just what he said. Look, notice the 3.76. This is part of investing in an ETF and why you should. Because it could be negative 3.76 during a down economy. But they're not sitting there sleeping. They're doing exactly what I'm talking about. They're sitting there going, hey, you guys, we got to get some of this gold and silver and stack it over here. We got to go over here and get some of these dividend funds and stack them over there because we're in a negative environment. What else can we do? We're going to go buy some multifamily properties or something because we know we have revenue coming in. And sure, we might only be doing 6%, but that's 6 or 7% annually that we can give to our investors. And then the next thing you know, when the economy gets good again and stocks start rising again, instead of negative 3.76, all of a sudden they might be positive 15%. So yes, overall it'll be like 7%, 8%. And then the following year, all those investments they made when blood was in the streets, it returns 25%. And then the next thing you know, the over last 2 years is up to 13, 14%. So that's how they come up with their averages. So you have to understand what's going on, ladies and gentlemen. And that's why Victor Marrero spelled it out for you, what's happening compared to other investments, because he's invested in other ETFs so he can compare it even inside his portfolio. So those are exactly the things that we talk about here. Welcome to the SSN Nation. All right, smash the like button. We're 30 minutes in. And if you like what we're talking about, please subscribe to the channel. Click the all notification bell. That would be greatly appreciated. All right, and if you like to subscribe, again, that is awesome. But please make sure you share the videos because you never know who we're out here helping because somebody needs to hear this. Leo Ramirez is in the house. Mr. Cruise on Land. Thank you so much, Leo Ramirez, for that. And welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. And this is real estate. That's right. Hi, everyone. Hello to you too. Thank you so much once again for that real estate Cruise on Land mention about a month ago now. I greatly appreciate it. But I got to talk with you guys about something. The beach. I am sad to report. You guys know, I don't even know if I actually had a video or a picture with Rosa Rodriguez at the beach. She was the awesome master broker at the beach in Punta Cana City. Now, there was a lot of things going on over the last 2 years, 3 years. Her contract has been, I guess, terminated as master broker. After, I'm not going to get into exactly what happened, but let me just put it to you this way. She oversold what their goals were by a lot. So that's why if you were on Instagram and was always looking at the beach, Punta Cana City, and it seemed like every doggone day they were posting a new owner. It's like everybody that went there was like let's face it, there's thousands of people over there. And when they saw what the project is supposed to be, they were like, oh yeah, hell yeah, I'm signing. Okay, it was all lovely, ladies and gentlemen. But recently, over the last, I don't know when they changed the contract. I have to assume they changed the contracts in the last 8 months or maybe even a year. They started doing this because I'm privy to some information that you guys aren't. Remember when I was doing my 2-bedroom at the beach? There was situations in the background that was going on where I was supposed to have a different unit that was supposed to be actually a lower price. And on the bottom floor. That's what's crazy. It was cool. But the developers were coming into town saying, hey, we're going to up the rates. We got to make a change. We don't want to just go up $5,000 per phase. They want to change it to like 20, 25,000, something like that. So I was like, oh my God. So they changed the contracts and changed units. And I was supposed to have a unit. They switched it up and said, nope, can't get that one. I'm like, what do you mean? You just told me 24 hours ago that was available. I already signed the thing saying I'm good. They're like, no, can't get it. Meanwhile, so contract rescinded, another contract. So now instead of it doing 1 day, 2 days, it takes 5 or 6. Now I'm fast forwarding now. Where a new member of the channel has decided to get something at the beach. He already put down his deposit. He gets his contract. He sends it over. He goes, hey, Eric, what's going on? And now get this, ladies and gentlemen, at the beach. They are now out of my top 5. First, I'm going to give you the first thing. The first thing was the Rosa situation. Her and her husband, 4 years. You guys have no idea. They actually started in 2018. They didn't start in 2020. They started in 2018 putting this together. So from ground zero, the whole situation met all goals and exceeded them by great amount. And then now, after she did what she had done, because basically, I believe she sold, I don't know if the place was sold out. I believe there's 24 buildings. All I know is I think 20 to 21 of them are sold out nearly. So that is why they all of a sudden pull the plug on her and do all that. So I'm like, oh, whoa, wait a minute now. So to me, shady, wrong, all the way around. So anyhow, now I find out when one of the members of the channel says I put down their deposit already, they send me over something and go, hey, what's this 25% increase thing in the contract? I'm like, what are you talking about? So now I get in touch with Rosa. Rosa tells me, oh, yeah, they put that in the contract. They started putting that article in the contract. I'm like, what? So I'm looking at like my contracts didn't have that, I thought. But then I had these contractual changes and all the contracts looked exactly the same. So I messed up myself. But in the contract, ladies and gentlemen, a poison pill. This is the most poison pill of poison pills. They are talking crazy. Can you imagine buying something for $200,000? After you make your payment, they have a clause in there that they can go up to 25% increase. That means instead of your property costing 200, it could be 250. Instead of 250, it can be like 310 or something. That is insane. That defeats the whole purpose of doing pre-construction. That's outrageous. But there's more. You finish doing your payments and you find out, hey, because they can do up to 25%. So they're going to be bad characters probably, right? They're going to go, okay, you bought these because now these things are over 200 now, right? So that you bought this for 250. We want to do 25% more. You're going to go F you. Then get this. You don't get your money back. All the money you put in could be like, it'll be like 100,000. That 25% can go on the other side against you on the value of the property. And the value of the property could be $350,000. And 25% of $350,000 is, guess what? Ta-da! All of your down payment, $100,000, gone. So needless to say, they're out of my top 5. I won't be recommending them, and I will be posting up a video about it. All right? So I'm just saying, ladies and gentlemen. So needless to say, there's some things already in the background for me where I was like, I already sent it in, which I didn't. Anyhow, I'm sending in my stuff going, hold up here. So now there are people that have canceled because of this. It's because here's what was happening on Instagram. It's seemingly all these people were doing this. I'm like, wait a minute, this place is almost sold out for the last 6-7 months. I've been like, how do they keep having buyers showing up? Now I find out why. When they changed the contracts, so they changed contracts on people. They said, I'm not signing this. So then they canceled. So therefore, that's how new units became available. Now you're understanding the situation here. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. So now, ultimately, I have a feeling. And by the way, after I started looking at the beach, they are behind. I started looking back when I had some original documents. Some of their buildings, like 1 through 4 or 5, was supposed to be delivered in June of 2021. Now, there is a pandemic, there is all that. So, but the problem is there was supposed to be another one in like August, September, October, something like that. 4 of the phases or building was supposed to be done in 2021. So these people are already months delayed, and the beach is not, they're not going to have their stuff even there anytime soon. So now when they kicked out Rosa, they have this new master broker. They don't want to give people delivery dates now. So all these people are like, whoa, wait a minute. What's up with my delivery date? Is it 2023? What, a year from now, 6 months from now? They won't tell them. So none of us know. Like, for instance, I suppose I have 2024 delivery date. If the guys in phase 1 doesn't have their delivery dates in 2021 like they're supposed to, that means everybody's delivery date has to be moved back. There's no way that they're going to deliver part like building 12 or 14 when they haven't delivered building 1 through 5. They're not going to skip. So now we can see that there's going to be potentially a problem, because you know what happened when that new okay, let me get to some other things, because Maria Barnes is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. Thank you so much for being here. And oh, by the way, this is Mrs. Cool. She's in the house. Buenos noches. And she brings a tagline. Hello, Eric and SSN family. How is everyone doing? I got the notification and trailer. All right, that's up to 6 people. Thank you so much for that. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. I got to continue this story with the beach, and why now I have to make a video about it, because they actually, you guys, first they were supposed to have a hotel, right? Guess what? The hotel was supposed to be finished December 2021. No way in hell was that going to happen. So whoever was signed up as the hotel, clearly they were going to back out, which is my own assumption. I'm assuming, because this is how business works. If you tell me, hey, you're going to have a condo hotel built for me, and all I got to do is my branding, and I'm going to pay for it, and it's going to be December 31st, then I find out, hey, when's the delivery date? And then you're like, we don't know. COVID happened. We have issues. And now you tell me you don't know. I'm like, what do you mean? Are we talking 6 months, 3 months, 4 months? We don't know. Well, then I have to back out. That is what happens. The beach is not having a hotel no more. They are actually still having their condo hotels. They're still having that building, except guess who was supposed to do the management of the property? Rosa was. But guess what? They actually cut her off from that contract as well. So now they have somebody else doing it, which, okay, somebody else can do it. Anybody can do it. But the point is, that is now a check-in for guests and owners of the condo hotel, or no hotel, of the condo units, which is, there's nothing wrong with that. They still plan on having the restaurants and all that. But I'm just saying those changes require now a new contract. That new contract, they slipped in that 25% stuff. So then people canceled. They were like, I'm not signing this. So that's how they got the cancellations. All right. So I'm giving you guys some background tonight, who's ever here, about the beach, but I'm still dropping a video because actually I'm privy to other information, which some of it I can't really tell you, but I'm giving you the info that I can tell you because that's happened. People know it already. The hotel is not going to be there. It's no condo hotel, but they still have the pool. They still have the condos. All right. Now, there's other reasons they had to change their contracts. Remember, when I was going over there, I was going to get the arena because the 2-bedroom was like $112,500. All right, I believe that's what it was. In fact, I know that's what it was. So that was a hell of a deal, right? At the arena next door to the beach. But then, of course, I fell in love with Vistacana. But I'll get back to this part. Then we find out that there is actually a 4-bedroom, 4.5 bath unit at the arena for $170. All right. $170 for a 4-bedroom. Did you hear me? 4.5 bath. 1,300 roughly 1,400 square foot unit. All right. 170. That sleeps 10. All right. Now, so what happens? This is my first thing because you guys don't really know because I never talked about it, but this was actually what I was actually going to get. But guess what happened? When they started getting the contract ready for that, all of a sudden, it was building 5. I'm giving you guys this whole thing. They were up to building 4. They were sold out. So then I'm on good terms with Rosa. So I said, hey, what about building 5? Now, building 5 meant $5,000 more. So it's going to have to be 176 or 175, whatever. So then she gets approval from the developers to open up building 5. All right. They open up building 5. It's supposed to be whatever the number is. But then after I get some documents, after we start talking, you guys know we have to send them over to Johan and do all that. But then after we're doing that for a few days, week, whatever it is, I get a message going, we are changing that unit. And I'm like, what do you mean you're changing the unit? Everybody in building 1, 2, 3, and 4, I think that's what the numbers are, if I remember right. 1, 2, 3, and 4, who has that unit, guess what? They now have to sign a new contract, and they also have to go back to the city. And that's why they had to hold up building, because they had to get new approval because they changed the units from a 4-bedroom, 4.5 to now a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. And you want to know why? Because the 4-bedroom, 4-bath unit at the beach was like 30 grand more. Nobody was going to buy the 4-bedroom, 4-bath at the beach when you can buy a 4-bedroom, 4.5 bath over at the arena for 30, 40 grand less. They were like, so they actually changed the unit. So that way people would buy at the beach the 4-bedroom, 4-bedroom, 4-bath at the beach. See how this works? So everybody in those buildings had to re-sign their contract because the buildings were reconfigured. So anyhow, bringing you guys up to speed. It was no big deal. They did it. And then from that point on, everybody from the next whatever building out arena, it's 3.25. So it didn't really affect that many people. There's only 8 in the building. So it only really affected, like, the worst case scenario, 30 people, right? And all of them weren't sold out anyhow, I don't believe. But I couldn't get it, so she had to open up number 5. So I think other people made a commitment to put down their 2,500, I believe it was. So anyhow, that is part of the situation going on, ladies and gentlemen. So anyhow, Maria Barnes, thank you so much for being here. I just had to give you an update. Leo Ramirez, yes, it's true. That's why you need a lawyer to go over the contract. Exactly, Leo Ramirez. And thank you so much for Kana Law. That's right. Kana Law only charges $1,200 to go over your contracts, ladies and gentlemen. And I have to admit, that's less than the preeminent Johan Confidante. You know he's the premier lawyer. And so take your pick. If you can't get Kana Law, send me an email at support@stopstrugglingnow, and I will give you Kana Law's info, and I can also give you Johan's info, and you can contact either one. But Johan's probably going to charge a little more because he's the preeminent lawyer, so he's going to be busy. And that's what you do. If you have high demand, you charge more. It's that simple. So, or you have to have more lawyers in your office, right? Either way, you got to figure it out. So anyhow, Kana Law charges less than Johan does. Vanessa Kamagate says, I emailed you a new strategy for fingernails. Want to spend more time with fam for holidays. I understand. All right. We're 50 minutes in. So keep the ticker going. Please smash the like button. And if you like what we're talking about, please subscribe to the channel. Click the all notification bell and Share the videos because you never know who you're going to help. And down below in the description, there's a lot of information like free $10 from Coinbase. It's down there. Earn up to 1.5% daily. Now we're back to my EasyTron bot. They're making changes. I don't know how legitimate these changes are because we know what happens when a crypto company starts going, we're making changes, right? You know what they're saying. They're sitting there saying, we're having problems, Houston, and you may not be getting your money back. That's what that usually means in crypto speak. So I'm a little concerned by my EasyTron bot. But for everybody who has signed up in my EasyTron bot, I suggest you go to your Telegram app because now they have a new thing that for an update, and it's a fund METB migrar. So migration upgrade. So you click on that and then it opens up a screen for you. So just make sure you remember everything that you put in, like your legal name, what you use, your email address, keep it the same, I would suggest. All right. And you only get one shot at it. So don't mess up. All right. Write down your stuff if you have to. Get your previous information and then enter it into there. But you only get one shot. I tried it. I actually upgraded or migrated, filled it out. But then I said, let me tap on it again. And an error came up. So it knows when you actually went through it already. So again, so they're allowing you to walk out of the contract. For what reason? Builder not complying with previous contract, or you giving the deposits back? Actually, I don't know the extent of if people got their deposits back or what it was. I'm assuming they let them walk. The only reason I'm saying that is because I'm in the owners group, and nobody in the owners group has mentioned that they walked or did anything. They're just sitting there like you, Victor Marrero. They put their money down, waiting on their delivery from June, August, September, October. They know it's not going to be delivered. So now they're sitting there trying to get questions on when's the delivery date. They've already put down their 30%, and they don't have to pay the extra 25%. Some of them, apparently, they don't. So they're still all good. But I haven't ran into anybody that actually had to change their contract. And there's not that many. I'm pretty well. There may be, but they're not gonna. They're not in the group probably. So, and I don't know anybody else here that bought at the beach. There's only, I think, 2 people that bought at the beach. So I don't know what their contracts look like previous, other than mine. And I know what another person's. So I know 2 people's contract look like. 2 other owners I don't know that own at the beach. I don't know what their contracts look like. But that article, it didn't start in 2020, and then it didn't start in 2021. It started sometime at the end of I guess December 2021, January 2021, somewhere in there. So I don't know how it all went down, and I don't know if they let them walk, but apparently, according to everything I've read or found out so far, they've actually canceled. And I don't know what that cancel means. I don't know if cancel means they had to give up $5,000 or something, or they walked anyhow, because you would have to walk, in my opinion, because you're going to sit there and have a project. Like, perfect example. If I'd have been able to get that 3-bedroom, that 4-bedroom, 4.5 bath at the arena, and that contract would have had that 25% increase on there, you wouldn't have wanted to be in that ballpark. You would have said, wait a minute, I'm buying it for 170, and now it could be, I know what you're going to say. You're going to say 25%. So now I got to pay whatever that 25% is, a fourth, 40 G's more. So we're going to come out to 220, let's say. That's a big difference. 170 to 220 roughly is a huge difference. So most people are saying, well, then what's the point? I'll walk. And all I'm going to say about this, for the long way of saying this, is I'm going to say something that you guys may not pick up on. What's ultimately going to happen? Now, this is talking about the perfect storm for at the beach. The beach is pricey now. That 4-bedroom at the beach, it's not $237 no more. It's not $255. It's not $278 no more. It's over $300 now. 310, 320. I haven't seen the number, but it's somewhere like 310, 320. And maybe even higher, depending on if you have a bottom unit or the penthouse. Well, if you have the bottom of the penthouse, it's higher. So you already have like a 50K spread, but that 25% on anybody's contract, that 50K spread is closed. They're just going to say, hey, 25%, give us our 310, 320, 330. And people are going to be pissed. Needless to say, when people are pissed, and especially when people with money gets pissed, you know what happens. They're going down to the lawyer's office. And then what's going to happen? They're going to have all these other owners who haven't had their properties delivered on time and getting no information. All of them are going to join in and probably do a class action lawsuit. Now, I'm just guessing. I'm not saying that's happening. I'm guessing. But here's what I'm getting at. I'm just giving you something to think about, because here's what I'm thinking may happen here. I see this thing falling down with opportunity galore. What I see happening is potentially is people are going to get fed up. And because they're in a group, I went to the group today, started reading a whole bunch of stuff. And there are some people that already said, hey, don't you guys think we need to talk to a consult, not do anything, but just consult with an attorney, because we can't get information back from the developers. Because Rosa usually was the middle person. Now she's no longer the middle person. They can't get any answers, and they're already contemplating what they're going to do next in case things go wiggy. So my thing is, I think things are going to go wiggy. So I am going to tell you this, even though I'm taking them out my top 5, they actually are going to have the Crystal Lagoon, right? That's filling up right now. They actually have these buildings 1 through probably 8 or 9 are done. I have a feeling that if this does go awry, I'm going to sit here and say, here's what's going to happen. We're going to find this just like what's going to happen in America, which is already happening in America. Abandoned, half-built project due to litigation, which now means time is money. We have loans out there because we're developers. We are supposed to pay back on a schedule. We now can't pay back because we can't sell units. That means abandoned projects is opportunity knocks. So they're selling these units, 200, 300, 400 penthouses. I don't even know. Penthouses used to be 400, 450. They're probably 500, 550 by now. There could be some of those that are sitting there not sold, and now somebody's going to be able to swoop in. So remember those duffel bags of cash? There's always different ways to use them. And oh, yes, I'm looking to get out of my thing too. I have been. I've already sent that in there trying to see what I can do, because I'm looking at cruise on land, as you guys know, which is in my number 1 position. And now I have to take out the beach. So I just wanted to give you guys the story and the full disclosure, because I didn't make a video. A part 3 is coming out, but I want you guys, since you're here tonight, you're going to hear it and you're going to know. So I don't want anybody jumping in on the beach bandwagon at this moment. So I said, hey, it's your investment if you love the beach. But again, you guys, I come from a different position. When I first went to the beach, and I went to Vista Cana by mistake first. After I found out what they were doing at Vista Cana, I go down to the beach. The beach is awesome. That was my number 1 reason going. But then after we went through and saw the plans in the building, they said, hey, there's going to be a part of restaurants. There's going to be a retail center out back over here. There's going to probably maybe a golf course over here. And I was like, yeah, but you don't have any like baseball, soccer, basketball courts, nothing like that. And then they're like, oh, yeah, we're going to have those too. And so I was like, oh, really? Well, where's the master plan that shows this? They didn't have it. So then I was like, okay, then I can't believe anything about that. You can put them in later. That's fine. Sure enough, a year later, they have it in the plans. But when I was there, they didn't. So therefore, they had to be. That's why I didn't initially get at the beach. And kind of like, thank God, you know how God works in mysterious ways. But then I'm at the beach later on. But anyhow, needless to say, it'll be rectified. I'm pretty sure. I have every reason to believe it'll be rectified, meaning my situation will be rectified. I emailed you a new strategy. Thank you so much for that. Let me know what you guys think. What's going on? Okay, so they're allowing you to walk out the contract for what reason? Yeah, exactly. What happens a lot of times, I have a feeling they just let them walk anyhow, because let's face it, she was selling units like hotcakes. Almost, I would think the thing was almost sold out. So they didn't care if somebody canceled. You know why they didn't care if somebody canceled? That was their whole point. something that they were selling originally for 126,000 a 2-bedroom, they're selling for 212, 180,000, 186,000. So they have a $60,000 increase. So they were more than happy for people to cancel because they're making more money and they're selling like hotcakes still, even after they went up in price from 126 to 145, 155, I think it went to. Then it obviously had to go to one. Then that's when the developers came in. So I don't know what the number went to, probably 178 for the 2-bedroom. It's got to be somewhere around there. So anyhow, that's the whole point. And look who else is in the house right now. Curtis Davis is here. Mr. Financial's in the house. Loving that blood in the streets, I'm sure. He's probably dropped a video about this already because whenever there's blood in the streets, you know what happens. We got to suck it up. And this is going to be kind of gross, right? It's like, yum, yum, tasting good. We love to see red because you know why I love to see red? You guys know I'm against the establishment, right? I love when the top 10 percenters who cheat to get ahead, not all of them, I'm just saying, the bulk of them, they cheat to get ahead. So then after they get ahead, the markets crash because of all their foolery, faking, doing things in the market, like AKA buying back shares of stock to make sure their stock price is propped up, then getting a loan from the Federal Reserve to buy some more shares to make sure it stays propped up, and then all the while getting you to invest in, thinking that it's a good investment because there's a lot of demand. And then, of course, they sell unbeknownst to you. And then the price starts dropping. Then we have a recession. So that's why I start licking my chops whenever there's a recession, because the top 10 percenters, they mess up, ladies and gentlemen. This is how they mess up. They blew up all the bubbles. They borrowed all the money. Now their borrowing comes due. They can't pay it. And so now they print more money to give them more money. And now we have a higher and higher inflation, and that can't be avoided. Their interest is increasing. They can't pay the interest. And now we have everybody in a free fall, except for you here in the SSN Nation, who was always told, keep that duffel bag of cash on tap because it's coming, and it's coming. Buy your home 2022, 2023. So the mantra, buy a house 2023. I don't even care if you're going to tell me, Eric, I don't need one. When homes are 50 to 60% off, I hope you pull the trigger. All right? Pick your favorite neighborhoods right now and see what happens when you take 50 to 60% off. All right? Let's go. All right, look who else is in the house. The newest member of the channel with the icon is George's Charles. He's here. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. The new owner, like Leo Ramirez of Cruise on Land. And he's here. Hey, all. Hello to you. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. And again, Vanessa Comagate, how is the second node doing? The second node, Vanessa Comagate, I know you came in and left early, but we extended the time. We're up to $2,000. We're halfway home to the $4,500 debt box node, and I extended another week, so another video will be dropping, and we hopefully can get there, ladies and gentlemen. All right, with a little bit of marketing, you never know, set it and forget it, because we want that natural gas node, right? Get those daily rewards of 15,900, 16,000 right now while the economy is low. When it's a bear market, blood is in the streets with crypto too, ladies and gentlemen. They're not immune. The top 10 percenters and the Goldman Sachs's of the world and the JP Morgans of the world, they infiltrated crypto. It's being manipulated as well. When there's blood in the streets, they also make sure that you're not going to take your money out of the stock market and go put it in crypto. So therefore, crypto has to be going down too. Now, I know I sound like a conspiracy theorist to some of you. You're going, Eric, man, they're not that bad. Ladies and gentlemen, you follow the numbers. They don't lie. All right? You don't have somebody like a Jamie Dimon and all these ETFs and hedge funds talking that crypto is garbage. We'll never buy it. Yada, yada, yada in 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, 17, 18, 2020 rolls around. All of a sudden, oh, can we have a grayscale ETF for Bitcoin or Ethereum? Can we do an ETF now? Wait, I thought you guys didn't want to have nothing to do with it. And then they regulate and allow Grayscale to get an ETF with Ethereum. So what did everybody else do? JP Morgan. Oh, yeah, let me go figure out how we can do something with our own digital coin and get all this. Oh, it's all good. All of a sudden, Goldman Sachs. Oh, yeah, I think we want to buy an exchange now. Anybody want to give us an exchange? We'll buy it. All these people who said crypto's no good, they were buying it up, ladies and gentlemen. Don't let them fool you like this. This is how they're able to manipulate it, because people would be taking their money out right now of the stock market. Billions of dollars would be going to crypto because crypto wouldn't be down. It would be up because of the demand. So they had to figure out what to do once this next balloon that they blew up starts coming down. So does that really sound like a conspiracy? It's not. This is what they do. And oh, by the way, I know I mentioned the second no. We're at 2,000. Oh, by the way, George is tall. Yeah, not a good sign. He actually was involved with the beach. He put down some money to get the beach. He put down a deposit. He actually saw that 25% in his contract. So then he's like, wait, what's this? Nobody mentioned this. What's happening? I'm like, yeah, exactly. They put him in silently, so to speak. But anyhow, all right. So anyhow, the conspiracy rolls on, ladies and gentlemen, except it's at your expense. You're the one paying the higher inflation rates. You're not the multimillionaire who can, easily don't even care about inflation. You don't have that luxury. You live in the real world. You don't have people going down to the grocery store, buying you food, putting you out in a menu, and you're not even at the grocery store. So you don't know prices doubled at the grocery store. You could care less. All you know is you gave the guy $1,000. Go get us whatever we need. Or you just gave him a card. The guy went because you got 2 fridges and said, hey, get whatever you need. If it goes up to 3 G's, who cares? We're having a party next week anyhow. So they live in a different ecosystem, so they don't really care about our asses. So therefore, you have to care about your ass, and you have to pay attention. The money, you have a shot here, ladies and gentlemen. This could be your final time. The way things are shaping up. Because I'm going to tell you right now, nobody makes enough money that's an ordinary citizen, an OC, where you're going to be able to walk up and say, you know what, a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house that is around 25 or 30,000 square feet, $1.5 million. You got to understand how much you have to make to do that number. And it ain't 50 G's. It's not 100 G's. It's not 200 G's. All right. So you're going to have to be in the top 10% in order to join in that party, or you're going to have your partner or friend or whatever combined in the household make over these 300,000 numbers, 350, 400 numbers. All right. And that's where we're going with this. So ordinary citizens, if you make 45, 50, 60, 70, 100, you're going to be relegated to, oh, guess what? The older part of town, the older section, all that other stuff, that you're places where you may not want to live. This is what's coming. They're blowing up the bubble large enough to have the crash so you can take advantage. When they do it this time, they're going to blow it up again, except this time, if you thought things were wild this time, imagine if homes cost 30, 40%, 50% more than what they cost after this last bubble. That's where we're heading, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it here first. Eric says that's going to be one of the topics. So then 2 years from now, 3 years from now, people are going to be going, my God, how is this house $2 million? What's going on? This house used to be $700,000. What's going on here? Hey, I'm telling you right now, just like I told you 2-3 years ago, what was going to happen right now. It's happening. So don't put your head in the sand. Again, share the videos so other people can get these messages. All right. Okay. We can always welcome a good neighbor at Connor Rock Galaxy. Exactly. Connor Rock Galaxy. Hey, Connor Rock Galaxy now is 380 though. That's crazy. 380, 390 for the 2 bedroom, right? That's insane. Very happy for you, everybody. I just got to tell you guys, Victor Morero, one of the luckiest investors. But is it really luck, ladies and gentlemen? He took the chance with his money. He was actually there already in 2018 before I showed up on the scene about it. He was already there. He put down his unit, 231K. It's now selling. They are selling his exact same unit for 389. Talk about equity. By the time they're built, because his isn't going to be done until next year at the end. By the time it's built, he's going to have double in equity. It's going to be clearly in the 400s. Whether it gets to 460, well, we don't know. But it's going to be close to double. So congratulations already on that. So that's one of the properties in the top 5. And where his unit is probably going to be the most valuable unit in itself because it's the closest one to the water, closest one to the Hard Rock. So it's the perfect location. Remember, location, 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 and then you go amenities, amenities, amenities. And he has both of them as far as on their property. So that's why his units appreciate a lot more than the other units. There's other 2 bedrooms you can buy. Kana Rock condos, Kana Rock, I can't remember the other one, Terra, Star, and all that. They're not 389 grand. All right. They're not even 230, I don't believe. So I'm just letting you guys know location does matter. All right. George's Charles Victor Morero Galaxy, too expensive. Yeah, exactly. It's not 231 anymore. 389, way out there. Hell, a 1-bedroom at, I believe, Galaxy is 175. Maybe even more by now. All right. Charles, hey, SSN, thank you. He says it right here, Cruise on Land. Look, Cruise on Land has hit the #1 spot in my poll. Eric says coming out. And so #1 spot. And the reason why, you guys, if you missed it, check out my video, search the channel for Cruise on Land. 100 plus amenities. It's 1 hour and 12 minutes. What I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to run a little infomercial, SSN Lifestyle. So I'm going to have to put this in because I need some my mouth, I'm parched. So I'm going to have to get something. So let's go see where we're going with this. Okay. I'm going to do this one. Old school. This is old school. Nobody knows what this is. You guys have seen it before. Some of you haven't. This is when I was buying land. And just so you know, land buying opportunities, they're coming up. 2023 and 2024. So if you are looking for land, and yes, it's overpriced by a lot right now, and you want to be in a certain subdivision or a certain section, and some of that, I'll give you a perfect example. Some of you know when I first came onto the scene, I lived in one location, and I could have bought lots for 200, 180, 200, 225, 250 in that range. Here it is, 4 years later. How about those same lots? 450, 475, 500 G's for a freaking lot. And the lots are actually, I can't remember. I think we're 100 by 25. I think that's what it was. So what we square feet lots, right? So for like don't buy land in an up market. You buy land in a down market because it's actually worth even less. All right. So keep that in mind. Then here we go. So, landauction.com back in the day, just like you can go right now, because anybody new here, you can go to Discount Lots, go check them out. Landmoto.com, discountlots.com, landmoto, M-O-T-O, landmoto.com. All right. You can get lots, no credit. All right. So if you guys can hear me, oh, good. I don't know if you guys are getting this block. Again, you guys know how they do the SSN Nation because I'm giving you guys some information that can help you, ordinary citizens, because you'll be able to go to Discount Lots. You'll be able to go to Land Motor. You'll be able to go to other places. They're doing no credit check, no qualifying, so you can put down $500 or $200. What's going to happen in a year from now? They're not going to be selling these for the same amount. So if you find something or an area that you like, just mark it down and then check back a year from now. And then you'll be like, oh, yeah, man, this is half price. So you'll thank me later, just in case something bad happens to me where I'm no longer around or something. And then you'll be like, Eric told us. Eric. All right. So let's, by the way, all right, just so you have a preview on this, this is actually a late night or infomercials they used to run. And then about every 8 to 10 minutes, they put in their little 1 minute or 2 minute little come and buy or come to our event. So I'm in their reel every 8 minutes, 8 to 10 minutes, and I'll give you a story. I'm playing poker back in the 2000s. And I used to tell, you're sitting at the table, you're talking. And so you tell people, they're like, yeah, what do you do? And I say, yeah, I go around, I buy some real estate, I play poker, all this stuff. You're just sitting there talking because you got hours to waste when you're playing poker. So then these guys always heard me talk about this land auction, right? They weren't everywhere. They were basically in California. But then they started branching out to New York, Miami, Arizona, Texas, because they were getting a lot of land. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like the YouTube gods are messing with us tonight because you guys know we give you that info. And yes, Victor Marrero, I was just looking in the back office at this El Cadado. Is this in San Juan? This is sweet right here. I love it. It's small, but it's sweet. It's sweet. Oh my, I love it, love it, love it. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. All right. So is this a one bedroom or are we doing the Caribbean way? Is this really a one bedroom or is this a studio unit? That's what I want to know. I love it, love it, love it potentially. So far, we're going to show this too, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry. Victor Marrero sent us something. So I'm going to show this video. I need some water because we're having a problem. Let me know if you guys got the blackout like me. In fact, I got booted. So property high discount is coming 2023. Exactly, Leo. 20. Yep, exactly. Okay. Let's see here. Hey, Eric, just emailed you some photos of a condo I am looking at, El Cadado PR. It's on the 11th floor. Balcony faces the ocean in the Marriott Hotel. Yes. HOA only $225, including water. Thoughts? You didn't tell me the price. And you didn't give me the square footage. And you know how my affinity against one bedrooms. So this is in San Juan then. Is that what you're telling me? Yeah, he's saying, what is it? And it's U.S. territory. So Victor Marrero, after I play the land auction video, we'll come back and let me know what the price is, and I'll put it up for other people to see as well. So anyhow, that was the playbook and the setup, ladies and gentlemen. It's an actual, what is it? It's 1 minute and 53 seconds. So for every 8 to 10 minutes when they do infomercials, they have people in the thing, and that's when you talk. So guess what? I'm one of them. And so I was telling you about the poker table. This is what I was telling people. And then one day, I see a guy after about a year. He's part of another group that we're in. So we go back to Vegas. He comes up to me and he's like, hey, man, I thought you were half playing about that land auction stuff. I actually saw you. He lived in Texas. I saw you on a late night infomercial. I was like, yeah, man, why would I lie? That's crazy. Here we go.
Land. There's no better time to buy than now, and no easier way to buy it than at the big public land auction coming to a city near you. You bid, you win, you're a landowner.
We were maybe 3,000 less than what we expected to pay, so we're very happy. Very happy.
Very. We got a great deal for 2.5 acres of land.
Hundreds of parcels must be sold, from city lots to 10, 20, even 100-acre parcels. Now you can get clear titled land at auction prices. Call to register now to reserve your seat. It's free, and you get the complete auction catalog. You don't need to be a real estate expert to bid.
This is my first time, and it was so easy.
I love to work with them, and this is the first time I'm being here, but I'm planning to come back more and more and buy more properties.
Check out the properties you like. Look at maps online and at the auction. Do your homework, then attend the auction and win.
Great property. It was 5 acres, and I'm planning to do a lot with it, but I want to buy more properties now. That's why I'm here.
Land auction buying power means no middleman, no real estate commissions, and it's an auction, so you set the price.
I walked in and it was super simple.
You can get property 20%, 30% below retail value if you actually went there.
Down payments as low as $100, and Land Auction has easy financing available right at the auction.
Land auction financing was no problem whatsoever, sailed right through the process.
I'm not going to recommend land auction to anybody because then I'm going to give all the good deals away.
Visit landauction.com to see our auction calendar. Get ready to reserve your seat and come to the public land auction right in your city. It's free. It's fun. It's like nothing else.
Landauction.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. Landauction.com. I should point out something too. There are some people in that video, and unbelievably, because I talked to several of them, and unbelievably, they actually did not go look at the property, did not go there, but they did do at least one thing. They actually went to go find out how much the property was in the area, even though they didn't see it. So they didn't know the topography or anything like that. But what ends up happening is they took a chance on the property, and they said they bought it for literally, stuff was selling for like 40 grand that they bought for like $1,500 or $2,000. And the reason why is I go around to a lot of properties. That's all I would do. I would just go around and drive around and look at the stuff. So there's like 2 people in that thing, and so I was like, yeah, what property did you get? Because you're all excited and stuff. And they would tell me, and I was like, do you know how much this property's worth? And they were like, no, we kind of guessed. We looked around. We got this little, from a realtor, and they told us 25 grand. I said, no, it's like 40. They're like, what? I said, yes, you can put it on the market for 40 grand and you'll sell it like in a week. So what happened is, just like what happened now, early 2000s is just like what's about to happen, what happened until 2005. So property value went up. So that lot that was 20 grand, 15 grand, all of a sudden was 40. A lot that I bought at Clear Lake, you guys will love this, for 3 grand, 3,500. I don't remember the exact number. All I know it was in the 3 grand. A guy in 2005 or 6, I see him at, some event, and he says, Eric, I got a guy that'll buy that lot that you got for 90 grand. So you guys hear me. I'll round up. 3,500 is what I bought a lot for. A guy bought a lot from me for 90 grand. This is what happened because of the 2006, 7, and 8 when prices were skyrocketing. There you go. So you're going to put yourself in position, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you do it. Cheap. It can be done. And the cycle is coming again. So you have another opportunity. All right? Just keep that in mind. All right. Here we go. Hi, Eric. I just emailed you. Yes. Let me know how much it is, Victor Marrero, because it looks like a studio, but you said it's a 1-bedroom. I didn't see a door. All right. What's El Condado? How much? All right. Georges Charles. I saw Eric. Thank you so much, man. Yep. That's how we do it. Eric, how long does it take for the migrate to happen? Laverne Penix, unfortunately, I don't know. It just, they just said, it came up on the app, so I did it. I don't have any information. All I have is the information that they put out on people have received. So that's the only information that I have, unfortunately. So I don't know when they're supposed to do any updates. But speaking of that, this is my EasyTron bot, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, I have to say I did a video. They're talking crazy, like they're going to do some things. But be very, very careful if you're going to be in my EasyTron bot. Because like today, they're doing something, and I didn't receive anything, but any interest today. Just letting you guys know. So I don't know about the migration, and I don't know anything further. All right, here we go. It's a big studio. That's big, 750-800. Totally remodeled. That belongs to a friend of mine. We spent time this past Saturday at Margaritaville, Condado, San Juan. So it is in San Juan. I knew it because when you said Marriott, that area is an Airbnb dream. You're not lying. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, you guys aren't privy to this location. In fact, I want to know how much they're renting them for. Because not only is it in an Airbnb dream area, it's actually these condos. I think, did we talk about these before? Because I think I know where these are. Because they are situated right where people want to be. Almost seemingly like the hotels were there. Like crazy. It's perfect location in San Juan. So how much is it? So since your friend already owned it and he remodels, tell your friend to put a door in there where the sofa is. If he can put a door so he has a 1-bedroom. He has enough room. 750 square feet is more than enough. A 1-bedroom apartment in America is usually 500 to 550 square feet. Luxury apartments get up to 600-700 square feet. He's already in a luxury apartment status, and he could put a door coming across, make that a 1-bedroom, and then have it separate in the living room where people are going to be in the living room where he has a sofa anyhow. But I'm going to show people the unit. Victor Marrero, what's the price? Condo price to be negotiated. The asking price $295K, but plan to make a lower offer. Yeah. If you Google Condado properties, you'll find there are units for over $500K and in the millions. Yes, exactly. I'm going to come to that in a second because this is real estate, ladies and gentlemen. Again, that's part of the headline, right? Gold, silver, stocks, real estate. We want you to stay on top of it. So therefore, we want the OCs to win. OCs can only win when property or asset values come down. You can't buy assets at a higher higher prices if your income does not match. So that's why when they mess up, you have to pounce. You can't sit there and go, maybe, should I, could I? No, you have to pounce this time. I'm going to be adamant about this. You have to. Ladies and gentlemen, again, I'm going to say this. I said it the first hour. This could be the last time that you're going to be able to afford. You're going to have to make hundreds of thousands of dollars to afford a very comfortable living. What's comfortable? It's different for everybody. But there's going to be some states, such as states that have no running water or contaminated water. Needless to say, things are going to be cheaper in those states, right? But if you want to live where it's where you're comfortable, where a lot of people want to live where it's comfortable and services and everything's working properly like normal, you're going to want to live in one of those places of high demand. So next time, high demand, when they bring the interest rates down, they're going to be even a higher demand. And so that's why you have to get on board here, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to open up a window here. And let me see if I can actually do this. So I should be good. I'm not. Oh, I am. So we're good. There you go. Victor Marrero giving us the 500K. And actually, that's still pretty cheap because I actually really want to pull it up and show people because they're where everybody wants to be. That's why I need to sleep 4 comfortably. So put the damn wall up. I'm just saying. That'd be my recommendation. So the 295, maybe 250. Okay, let's call Puerto Rico what it is. Remember, we just had a hurricane. And just remember, a lot of people may not be trying to go over there to buy property, right? So just keep that in mind. Maybe people over there saying, oh, hell no. So anyhow, look at this is interesting. They have a burner, no stove. They have a full-size fridge and a sink. Almost like a bathroom sink, but nonetheless, it's a sink. And then they have, the AC is the Caribbean AC. Now the question is, are these really shutters? That's the real question. Small balcony. All right. Nice bathroom. Very nice. Caribbean way. One of my pet peeves, no fan, but oh well. What can I do? Let's see what else. Here we go. Here we are. I see a wall. Is that a wall in the back? That's what it is. It looks like. Is that a mirror wall? Yes, it is. Yeah. This here, I'm not a fan. And it looks like they don't have a wall here. Looks like, oh wait, these are shades. They have to have a wall here. This is, unless this can't be all glass, right? Let's go look. Yeah, it is all glass. But that still doesn't stop us, ladies and gentlemen, because see here, you have to have a 2x6. Well, actually, there should at least be a 2x6 here between each one of these window panes. So that means I can actually tie in, I can put a door here and a hinge and all that. So yes, it's doable. That's what I would recommend. Victor Morel, if you decide to buy, chain it into a 1. And it looks like you'll have enough room here right before the bathroom. I'm pretty sure that's the bathroom there. Yep. So, well, maybe not. Maybe not. So the bathroom is not, well, actually, I don't know how the pictures were taken. But bathroom, because we don't want to be disturbed in reality. So we're back to there. There we go. So here we go. Give me my wall. I guess I would have to be right in here. It's already separated. And that depends on if we can get here. But that's my recommendation. I need my wall here. I need my wall here. That's all I know. That's our living room. This is my sleeping area. Now we have a full range separation. I like that. Yeah, it's doable. Balcony, and we're good. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Yeah, you can do number 2. I would put a partition wall behind the sofa and the bed. There we go. That works as well because that has been done. In fact, that's what they're doing at, isn't that what they're doing at they're doing that at Rock. If I'm not mistaken, isn't one of their Rock condos where they're calling it a 1-bedroom and they have a partition that slides closed? So to me, it's like a studio, but they're calling it a 1-bedroom. I think it's at Rock condos. But anyhow, they do that in the Caribbean a lot. In fact, they do that in Mexico. They do that all over. So that would be good too. We'll also change the direction of the furniture. Tell me about it. You got that right. Exactly, you're changing the direction. You got that right. I have ocean view. Well, don't we have ocean view out here? Isn't this in that little? In fact, I'm going to go look at this because I think I know where this is. I think I know where this is. I'm going to pull it up on the screen because that. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's a thing. Now, with this hurricane situation, I would think, Victor Marrero, anybody would have better deals, right? You would actually have better deals under this stressful situation. All right. This isn't what I'm looking for. Oh, my. Ladies and gentlemen, this is out of control. This is out of control. There's a whole bunch of properties for sale in the PR. Woo! This is really, really crazy. Really crazy. I just went to Zillow and I just didn't anything. And this just lit up like a Christmas tree. Look at this. Lit up like a Christmas tree. Holy Toledo. Wow. All right. Condado. Let's see. Here we go. Condado 1400, 199. Wait. Where's this? Yes. Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna have to do some things because this is interesting. Because this has water views on the inside. Interesting. And you're in Puerto Rico, U.S. territory. Let's see. No. Teasing me. Of course, it would cost a lot more. It'd be like that $2 million or something, like over here, $2 million. All right. Let's see here if we can find it. Let's see. Condo. I don't see it. Here we go. Here we go. Cordero 590. Holy smokes. That is crazy. Marina El Limon. Mayagüez. PR 65K for the little house. Tiny house. That can't be right. That can't be 91 square feet. All right. I thought this was going to give me, it said Condado. I thought that would give me actually the El Condado. So we're going to get out of this. I'm just going to get out of this. All right. Come back, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. All right. Let's see here. What's Airbnb in the PR? Yeah, we can look into that. E-Money. Kel Slater's in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Kel Slater's in the house. Smash the like button on his arrival. And he says, E-Money, all the deals are coming. Just hold tight and spread your money out. Exactly, Kel Slater. Very well said. Buy a house in 2023 is the mantra, but only after it goes down 50%. And some of you are going, Eric, it's not going down 50%. Yes, it is. The question is it going to go down 60%? That's the question. All right. What's Airbnb and PR? Exactly. Let me go find out. You need to search for property at Ashford Avenue, Condado. The building is also Ashford Building. Okay. So I did see it. I'm going to pull it up. Oh, Aracy. What is this? Oh, I know what happened. Okay, I know what happened. I actually put in Condado, and so it started pulling up something totally different than what I'm looking for. I just actually Googled. I didn't actually Google the right one. So Victor Morrell is about to set me straight. So let me get this straight and get to the because I don't just want to be in Condado. I need that address. What did you say it was? Alvarez? Let me go. I'm putting it in now. So let's see. What is that? Oh, Ashford. Okay. Let's go get this. Ashford. Okay. Ashford. So we're going to go Puerto Rico shopping. Let's go. Okay. Okay. 1501 Ashford Ave, Suite 1A, Park Terrace. Is that the one you're referring to? Ooh. Versailles. Wow. Okay. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to it. I'm going to put this full screen. Oh, I thought I was. Since I went out and went back in, we're having a little technical difficulty this evening. But the show still goes on, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. The show still goes on, and I thank you so much for your patience in being here this evening, because we're definitely having technical difficulties. All right, here we are. Ashford. Oh, $3 million for the penthouse suite. Okay. I'm assuming this is what you're referring to, right? 1.4, 1.5. Geez, for Marrero. Moving to the right spot. This is what you like, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go to Condado area. Let's see. Oh, geez. It gets worse. I should have stayed where I was at. Here we go with Ashford again. Here we go again. Okay, let's get out of this. This is crazy. This is scaring me here. This is in Puerto Rico of all places. But then again, It's San Juan, Puerto Rico. It's not just anywhere. It's San Juan, Puerto Rico. And you can find me at Dorados. Here it is over here, ladies and gentlemen. That's where you'll find me. Let's see here. Ashford. Okay, I can't break this down. They're not allowing me to go by. Hold on, let me go the other way. Are they going to let me sort by price? Okay, I don't like this website. We're going to have to get out of here. So, okay, 7,000 monthly. Wow. Jeez. In Puerto Rico. Jesus criminy. All right, well, we're going to have to get out of this too. All right, Victor Marrero. I don't have anything that I can look at here. Relatively simple. I put Ashford, but it won't give me just Ashford. I think I'm going to, let's see here. Okay. Do you know the name of the condo complex? That's what I need to know. That's what we need to know. Because Ashford Street's not helping. Okay. It's not helping. Here goes something. Okay, we'll go to Property Shark. I avoided them, but we'll go here again. Nothing wrong with Property Shark. Again, here we are, $1 million. This is crazy. 900,000, Ocean View. Yeah, this is not max. Marrero's 300 G's, 1 bedroom. Apply filters. Here we go. Ashford, 259, Marrero. And oh, by the way, they put a wall up for theirs, which is very, very interesting. Why didn't they just carry it all the way? 500. This is more like a 1-bedroom apartment. 538 square feet, 259, and it's on Ashford Street. There we are. It's not as big, so it's interesting. This is 259, and the other one is actually 200 square feet bigger, and they're asking 299. Now you know why the pricing is accordingly. All right, let's see. Why is this coming up? Isla Verde. All right. Parque de la Fuente. Mayaguez Court. Okay. Waldorf Towers. What? What is this? What is this? Whoa, 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 whoa. Waldorf Towers. Ocean View. All right. Wow. You can get Ocean View under 300 in Puerto Rico. All right. So the only one we have so far is this 1 bedroom here. Oh, nice. Interesting. All right. This is called Condado Ambassador. So let me know if it's actually the ambassador. That would help. That would greatly help. All right. Okay. 1407. 1407. Okay, this is interesting. All right, Victor Marrero. Well, I'm not going to be able to pull this up. Well, actually, I am going to be able to pull this up because the address 1407. This should pull up. Oh, it's just bringing up this one unit. Okay, so now that we have that, we done narrowed it down. Is the address 1407? All right. That's what we do in real time sometimes, ladies and gentlemen. We go hunting. How about a little go hunt? Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Very, very nice. I'm loving this already. It has that nice little, oh, sold. Wait, what? Sold in 2020. Well, whoever did this did one great job so far. Very nice for the space, and they have the sliding door. Yep. Very good job. I have to give them credit. But no view. We're downtown. Downtown. AC Hotel by Marriott. Okay, we're in the vicinity. We're right here in the vicinity, so that's where it's at. So we're on Ashford. So we're in the vicinity. All right, got you. Wait, is this the building? No, he has ocean view, I think. He has water views. So I wonder what building he's. Okay, I'm going to have to go back to the screen. Victor Marrero, you're going to have to let me know what's up, man. Located, you're walking distance to Condado Beach. Yep. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Anything on Ashford? Okay. The building is also Ashford Building. Okay. Anything on Ashford, El Condado is high price. That avenue is where all the hotels are located. You're walking distance to Condado Beach. Yes, exactly. Yes, you're right here. Great location. Well, okay. Locations are interesting. Very interesting because you have this whole section where people hang out. This whole section. At least we have Pico Rico, Barbecue, Burger King. Okay. Plaza del Libertad. Oh, here's Condado Ambassador. Across the street. San Juan, Condado. Interesting. They're all right here. Ashford at the AC Hotel. Interesting. Condo hotels right here. Sheesh. Man, San Juan's out of control. All right. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Victor Marrero giving us some love. I can't pull up what I need to pull up because I just can't get. I need his address at that property, but I don't. He said it was. Hold on, I'll go one more time because Victor Marrero, because it's you. We'll go one more time. What was it called? It's called Ashford Building. So I'm going to go one more time for this. Oh wait, this is the Ashford Building. So that 1407 Unit 303, that's the address. It says it's the Ashford Ambassador. So that's the address. So there we have it. So we need this address, 1407. So let me know, Victor Marrero, if we've got the actual address. Let me know. Because we need 1407 units. That's what we need in here. All right. Let's see. 1407 Ambassador, one bedroom. 14303. That 303 unit is out here. That one comes up. Fine. They don't want to play right. Do it a different way. All right. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. Not sure about the building name. I plan to check it out beginning of November. My friend is also flying down to show me. You definitely want to be in El Condado area. Yeah. You can just walk to the beach. Got that right. It's the building right in front of the Marriott Hotel. Okay. So I just have to do the Airbnb and VRBO analysis. Well, congratulations, Victor Marrero. You get a preview in a second. All right. You're going to get a preview in a second because George has asked that question. The $1 million question. What makes it worthwhile? Okay. I'm not being able to pull it up because it keeps that 303 unit has they have it down. All right. So here's what we're going to do. Being that as it may, you guys do realize how many condos are available in this area of Puerto Rico, right? You guys get it. You guys saw it. So that means you have to be strategic on what you're going to buy. Strategic means, like Victor Marrero showed us, that I believe that 299 studio unit that has plenty of room can actually be divided up and therefore can turn it into a 1-bedroom, which means the value would increase. So that means, what can you get when you're in the area of all the other condos? Well, it's kind of simple. Since you're going to have to, all of them are pretty much going to have the amenities. They're going to have like a fitness room or washer dryer room or whatever. But the thing is, you're going to have to figure out what gives you an advantage. An advantage is such things as, this is one of the times where if you're at the beach location or near a beach and you can say, I have beach view from the balcony, you will rent more than everybody else who does not have a beach view or ocean view. So that's the first key right there. So if that guy's studio, which is clearly, in my opinion, overpriced, but he did upgrades. So therefore, if he wants $299 and I can go down to the 303 unit, and yes, I'm giving up 250 square feet, one of these guys have to give up a lower price. But the problem is that 259 price, he doesn't have ocean view. I think the one that Victor Marrero is looking at does. So Victor Marrero, let us know if it has ocean view or not. So we're about to go to it, Victor Marrero. All I can say is, beat you to it. All right, let's go look. Not anywhere. What's happening here? We're not going anywhere. We're going to okay, hold on. We're going to do this. There we go. It's in there, of course. Santurce. All right. Man, you guys, I'm just going to say this. It's hard to get out of the political stuff, but I was just going to say, if the colonizers actually treated Puerto Rico proper, Puerto Rico would be so awesome. If they actually did the right infrastructure, if they actually created it as a state, it would be like off the charts. It's a place where our Navy, our Air Force, Marines, they used to do training, and they used to do observation and surveillance on like Cuba and the Caribbean and Storm. There's so much stuff going on over there military-wise that I believe that's one of the reasons why they just kept it the way they kept it. But there's no reason to do that anymore. And they should have actually handled this business, because this actually should be Cuba of the 1960s, where there are world-class casinos, hotels, and just basically Miami should be Puerto Rico, with the added feature of it's offshore, so international waters. So we're going to have casinos over there like Cuba used to have. It would be off. The whole island would be much better off. It would be off the charts. But anyhow, here we go, Victor Marrero. We're going to high season. We're going here. We're going with 4 people because we can sleep up to 4. And let's see what happens. Because we're going to buy a condo for 300 G's, right? So okay, I'm going to use my standards. I need 60 G's. That's 20. Well, okay. Over 10% is good. 20% is better. let's just put it that way, 10%. So we need to make, what do we need to make then? We need, that's 30 G's. Profit, not, so that means, cease. I have not good news. These numbers will not make it. But again, I can't say that because there's a problem here. We have a hurricane situation that just occurred. And true to form, look what's around Ashford Avenue. Nothing's available. And the first one near is this one here for 307. Now I like, okay. So 379 is because, let's see if we have this on screen. All right. 379 is going to be because of several things. It's the penthouse, ladies and gentlemen. 2-level penthouse on the beach. So they're getting roughly 380 a night. Needless to say, this will not cost $299,000. This is probably more like, well, I would have to think it was probably $1 million if it's on the beach. Very well done. What was that? That's high speed. San Juan. Love it. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Okay. So here we are. Victor Marrero, early January, which I will just say maybe not prime, but I'm starting with that. It looks like we're hovering. I don't know. I don't particularly care for this. Here goes a 3-bedroom for $258 a night. And it's very nice. Peekaboo ocean views from their balcony. And 4.8, which is decent, 69 rentals, $258 a night. Now, I don't know how much a 3-bedroom apartment's going to cost, but I don't think it's going to cost 300 G's. So this isn't looking good for me. Generator, yes, but he's charged apartment in Santurce. Okay, so all right, we'll go check it out. It's still Santurce area too. Cool, whatever. Very nicely done. I have to give him credit, but he's getting $215 a night. That's interesting. I need more. So now let's get into a little bit deeper. Let's go during a Martin Luther King week and see what we have here in the PR. Let's see if this changes. Sadly, it did not. That 258, 379, 303 on the beach. Beautiful beaches, large pool, great beach. So we're looking at, well, Victor Marrero, the best case. Well, I'll just say, I mean, this isn't, I can't charge 300. That's for sure. I don't think. Newly remodeled. Oh, these are nice. Little bar and stuff. Okay, this is a 1-bedroom at least. So here we have something that's remodeled. Why don't we go look? And look here. Santurce area, 4 bedrooms, 2 bath, only $203 a night. I'm not liking these numbers, Marrero. I need something more for 300. I can tell you that right now. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the reason why I'm going to say this is because let's say I want 10%. So if I spend 300, although Marrero's not going to spend 300, but I'm just saying as an example, if I spend 300,000 and all I have is a 1-bedroom, and I'm sitting here looking at 3 bedrooms, 2 bedrooms, and all that, penthouses for 200s, and I'm looking at a penthouse at 379, which is only one, so that may be an outlier, but nonetheless, I need 300 a night during prime time. I'm not getting it because I need 10%. I need 30% profit. So if I need 30% profit, prime time, January, February, March, April, May, maybe. All right. Even though, like right now, hurricane season, this is not prime time. They just had one. So I have like 5 months, four months. I'll use the same as DR because they're right next door to each other. 4 months, January, February, March, and April. They are not in the top. They're not number 3. Number 1 is Dominican Republic on tourists. Number 2 is Cuba. All right. So they don't have the traffic. They don't have the 50,000 people a week coming during prime season. All right. So anyhow, here's the point. If I do, I'll do it a different way. I'll reverse engineer for you. Okay. I'm going to reverse engineer for everybody. $300 per night, $2,100 per week. I do 2 weeks, $6,000. I'm not even, now that's what I'm making, but I'm going to have to take off some property management fees. So let's just say it's 20%. So we're at 600. So now I'm around $1,400. I do 2 weeks. That's $2,800. $2,800 times 4. We're over 10,000. That's 12,000. The rest of the year, let's just say I make that 12,000. That's 24. So I have to do better than 50% occupancy during prime time, and I have to do less than 25% during the other time. Those numbers only get me around 24. I need to be at 30. So therefore, I have to have 50% occupancy, pretty much prime time or better. Or I can't charge 300, and it looks like I can't charge 300 for a 1-bedroom. And simply the reason why I'm saying that is this. Here's 281. Okay, this isn't where we want to be. Again, here's 243, and this is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. Here's 258, and it's in the same neighborhood, Santurce as well. Here's 175 near the beach. Here's here's 141. Again, we don't have ocean view, but if we do, I don't know if the ocean view is going to be, I'm not going to be able to charge 300 because otherwise I got to be in these guys' ballpark. I have to have these cool places. We don't have that cool place. So now I have to charge, I can't charge 250. Here's a 3-bedroom. He has peekaboo views. I think that might be near the building. 243. It's pretty cool as well. This is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. So I think I can only charge, I mean, I don't know. I can only charge like 2 best case scenarios. Okay. So I'm not going to quibble about that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here. Let's get into real prime time, even more of a prime time. Let's see what happens. All right. We're still in the 3. Here goes the 359. And this has a straight up ocean view. Holy smokes. Straight up. That's sweet. And it's actually spacious. So again, it's not going to compete. I can't charge 359. 258 is another 3-bedroom apartment at Condito Beach. Again, I can't charge 258. There's just no way. And definitely this is a Casa Blue balcony. Okay, 342, we can't charge that. So it looks like this, and we can't charge 240. So we're under 250. So we can forget about the other thing based on $300. So now we have to shave off 20%, 25%. So this puts us in a precarious situation, in my opinion. I would have to buy this at a way, way lower number. All right, let me know what you guys think. Because so far, just from this preview, I'm not loving this. I'm not loving this at all. And I'm really not loving that. This is 198. And that's not in the neighborhood, but this is 133. And this is looking nice. All right. Oh, upstairs, downstairs on that one. Granted, it's not as close to the beach, but these are nice. 133. Well done. Very well done. Very, very well done. Give them credit. And they're only charging 133. So Victor Marrero, so far, I don't know what we can do here. Because I need 250 a night, 260 a night. And then I still got to pay 20% and hopefully not 30. Because that would bring me down to 200. And that also means in order for me to make 10%, 30 G's, well, that's the goal anyhow. I got to do 30 G's, which means during prime time, I need half of that, 15%, 15K, and in 4 months. So that's 4 G's a month. So if I do 200 a night and I have it, that's 1,400, 1,200, 36. 36 times 4 gets me there. So it may be doable, but I'd be concerned about the rest of the time. I'm not going to have the same occupancy because Puerto Rico's in that tropical area where there's going to be situations like just what happened now. So we're going to be out of luck for a minute. I don't know. It's a tough call, Victor Marrero. Let's see what you think after you do everything. But so far on the preliminary, I'm not really loving what I'm seeing. The studio also has private parking, which is gold in that area. That is true. As many units don't have any. It's like San Francisco. Also have manned security 24/7. Yes, I agree with you. You can't compete with some of these ridiculously low nightly rates. That's like the guy that was charging $75 per night at his kind of rock. Exactly. View is nice, but this is business. Exactly. 300K is a lot. Yes, George Charles, it's too much. It can't be 300. The numbers don't support it unless there was something else in the building that said, but we don't go by in the building. We go by in the neighborhood. And I can't, that extra ocean view isn't worth 300 a night because the people are going to stay at the beach. They're going to say, I'll take the 2-bedroom with ocean views at the beach. I'm not going to stay back there. And it's not a studio. So George Charles agreed. The issue, not so much the price, but how much can you charge per night when you have people charging less than 200 per night? That just blows you out of the water. Exactly, Victor Marrero. And therein lies the problem. So when we had no problem with the guy at Conarock because he was the only one. He was doing 74, 75, and then that other person was doing 94. They were the two outliers. So basically, they had thousands of people coming to the DR, so that'll be snapped up. So you don't have to worry about that. But we don't have the occupancy, the tourist numbers for Puerto Rico. So I'll do 2018 to 2022, and then see they're down to 2.92. So anyhow, let me see it. I'm gonna pull it. Let me see if I have this up so you guys can see. I'm just gonna show some of it too so you can see what we're talking about here. So here we are. Okay, here we go. 2019, 4.9, 4.2, 4.9, 5.0. This is to the whole island. Okay, so most people land at San Juan. So they're going to have clearly by far the most tourists are going to come through here. So now what we need to know is how many tourists land at what is that? That's okay. It's SJ. Okay. All right. Forgive me. I'm having a little SJU, right? Puerto Rico tourist numbers. Okay, so what we need to know is so I'll do it this way to make it a little easier. I hope. I don't know if I can get this. Oh, where do most tourists stay in Puerto Rico? Here we go. Of course, it's San Juan. But that's not what we're looking for, right? We need percentages. We need the percentage, and I don't know how I'm going to get that. Here we go. I think I'm going to get it here. Yeah. Let's go. August. Here you go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Perfect example. Tourist arrivals in Puerto Rico increased to 75,000 in March from 34,000 in February. All right. So 75,000. Okay. Here we go. So again, January is not prime time. So this must be February. So March, of course, March is prime time, right? But what is this? Oh, that's December. Yeah, December is going to be prime time. That's when it starts. Then usually January, but that's weird. Here we go. Still can't tell. No breakdown. So we need a breakdown of how many people actually come through the SJU airport, right? That's what we need. But even then, I don't think we're going to have enough people. There's just no way. I can't figure this out. Just no way. All right. Let's see. Yeah, that one bedroom, or shall I say that studio, there's no way you're going to be able to get 200 per night, 250. There's just no way. I don't get into real estate deals knowing that I will lose money. It can have the most beautiful views, but this is business. Losing money is not my thing. Exactly, Victor Morero. And what he's saying, ladies and gentlemen, is exactly why we go through these exercises. This is what you have to do. When people say they lost money in real estate, it's because they didn't do any critical analysis. They didn't look at the numbers. Because right now, I can tell you, if you're going to live in Puerto Rico and you don't care, you would then maybe buy that studio unit, which is huge, for 200 and whatever, 75 grand. But by rights, if you're an investor, you will not buy it for 275 grand because from investor standards, it's nowhere near worth 275. We're going to have to go under 200 in my opinion, just so you guys know, because I'm not willing to take a risk because Puerto Rico is not the DR. They are not having, for instance, 100,000 people coming through every week, like who's coming through Punta Cana. They're having 75,000 coming through in a month. Just to give you there's differences here. So we can't deal with that. That's a huge difference. All right. Tourist arrivals, 75,000 in March of this year. The whole island. So that gives you an idea. So I would be willing to bet you, though, 75% of those people come through San Juan. I'd be willing to bet you. But still, when you do that number, we're talking about 50,000 for the whole month. Literally 10,000 people a month. 15,000, 20,000 people coming through San Juan or something. That's not a week, I mean. That's not a lot. And you see all these units available for rent. That's the thing. So that should, yeah, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. The people who got those 3 bedrooms and 2 bedrooms for the low price of like 100 grand, 120, 150, they're the ones winning. The 200s, they got in early. They're the ones winning because they can only charge 390, 330. There's no way they bought those for 400 and 500 grand. There's no way. And then collecting 300, 350 a night. That's crazy. All right. So I'm just saying. And we don't have the tourist numbers here. This goes against all the rules. Again, what I'm saying is every investor has their own way of investing and reasons. But if personally me doing this, knowing that they only have like the high was 75,000 this year, that's not enough for me in the whole island. That's craziness. Even if that was 75,000 just for Puerto Rico, that would be interesting, but it's not. But that would still be interesting. But again, the prices would be higher if they actually had 75,000 a week coming through San Juan. You see what I'm saying? the 3 bedrooms on the water would probably be $600, $700, $800 per night. Would change the whole dynamics, but they don't have enough tourism. All right, there we go. I don't just from that little thing, there's no way. And back to the thing, when you invest based on going in. All right, all investors. This is why I always talk about don't overpay. When they're out here and people are out here buying homes and they go, oh, I'm going to spend an extra 10% higher, that should not be anybody here in the SSN Nation. You do not do that. You just walk away. Like Vanessa Comagate, she was trying to buy these multifamilies, I remember, in northern Florida or central Florida. And she was always putting in a bid, but somebody was always going above and beyond. Now, it was multifamily, so they had different reasonings on what's happening. Basically, their reasonings were they probably were able to get some of those damn near 0% loans. So it didn't matter. They could overpay. But all I'm trying to say is do not overpay. Whether it's a house, any asset, you should never overpay because assets always come down at a price that you're going to sit there and be like, oh my God, I could have bought that thing for, instead of 200,000, I could have bought it for 100 if I would have just waited when the economy turned and the economy changed over just a year. A difference between 100 and 200,000 is major from an investor standpoint. All right, so just keep that in mind. All right. And like Victor Morel says, I kept that on the screen for a long time because that's part of investors. The CEO of your life, this is what you do. All right, let's see what happens. Eric, you say the money is made in how much you purchase your unit, so I want it as cheap as possible, so not to lose money. Exactly. So George Charles, his, in other words, his property, that 299 for that studio, yes, the 750 to 800 square feet, that's crazy. That's a luxury unit. All right. You can put a 2-bedroom in there if you broke it down that way, quite frankly, with the square footage, but you're not going to do that because there's not 2 bathrooms. But the thing is, if we can only get, I'll put it this way, even if we do my other number where I say, okay, I'm going to get $300 per night off the crazy nonsense, the numbers don't support it. Let's just say I can get $2,100 per week. Let's say I'm going to pay 30%. I'm just going with the normal rate. So that means I have to give up $600. So I'm going to net, well, let's just say I net $1,400 per week. Then I say something real crazy. I'm going to do $1,400 per week. I'm going to have 85% occupancy. All right. So if I did that crazy thing that I'm acting crazy, right? Highly optimistic. And so I'm doing 1,400 times 3. That gives me $4,200. All right. Per month. Prime time. All year is not prime time. But I'm going to go with $4,200 times 4, which is $16,000. All right. Then I'm going to say, since it's, well, hurricane season, maybe I'm not renting even 1 week, but I'm going to go 1 week. So I'm just going to go the rest of the year. I can guarantee I'm going to do $1,400, right? For the month. So now that means I'm doubling my money. So that means I'm going to be around 30 G's. And you guys know I like 10%. That's my number, minimum number. So therefore, I can sit there and go, okay, I can buy that unit for $300K. But I'm not getting $300 a night for my studio unit. It's not going to happen. I cannot buy that for $300K. I need that 3-bedroom for $300K. I need that 2-bedroom, 2-bath with ocean view at $300K. That's what I need. Then it makes sense. Not to me fully, but it at least makes a little bit better sense. Otherwise, you can't invest in this. So we already pretty much have sealed the deal on this, Victor Marrero. I don't know what you can do. I mean, you can't manufacture something out of thin air. You're not going to be able to say, you're not at the beach fully. You do have ocean views, but that's not going to be able to get you to 300 with the one with Sleep 4. There's no way I can't see it. I can't see it. Absolutely agree. Punta Cana is the king. It can't be touched. And talking tourism, I'm also looking at a home next to the University of PR where I can rent individual rooms to students. Now, see, that right there makes more sense. So if somebody, well, I don't know if they would be 300 G's, but right there, somebody's going to say, hey, this is what we're going to do. That would make perfectly good sense. Each unit, I don't know what the rents are, but let's just say I can get $2,000 per month. But is it going to be worth it? 500 a room, 600 a room, 800 a room. What's the number? So then that's only $26,000 a year. So how much is that apartment going to cost? Is that 260, 300, 350? What is it? So that's, again, how we figure it out, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's go. Per Diario Libre paper, Secretary of Tourism David Collado affirms that despite Hurricane Fiona, the DR will have the best September in tourism sector. The tourism out of control in DR. See, Victor Morel, this is why, once again, if you're going to spend, remember my magic number. If you're going to spend up to 300, then Dominican Republic makes sense. If you know 100,000 people are coming through the turnstiles at Punta Cana alone, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, maybe even August, that is you can't beat that. There's no other country in the Caribbean that does this number. No other region does this number. And they're building the infrastructure for it. So now you guys understand why you need larger units in the DR. And luckily, you can still get larger units for under $300,000. But see, 250, 230, that's where things get, I don't like going over 250 area unless you believe that the unit is going to be rock solid. Like I believe the beach, until this latest information has occurred, was going to be one of the top spots. It probably still is. Where what I mean is it's going to be built for adults where people want to stay there and spend more. But that is waning on me now. So now we have to go with Cana Rocks in the top 5, Cruise on Land in the top 5, Vista Cana in the top 5, Cap Cana's back now in the top 5. So now you understand if you're going to be spending that kind of money, you have to put it in an area where you can get that 500 per night, 400 per night, 600 per night. But if you're going to go within the SSN Nation way, my way that is, then you're going to have to stay 250 and under. Right now with the pre-construction, you stay in the 250 and under range, you will be good because you can still get 10 to 20% or more back in return. And you have a higher occupancy rate than any other island as well because you have the tourist. So you're going to beat all the rest of the islands. No other island is going to have 8 million, 7.5 to 8 million people. Next island is going to be Cuba. Cuba's going to have like 5.5. Puerto Rico is going to have like 4 million, right? So that's what we're going to be talking about in the Caribbean. And people aren't going to Puerto Rico when you can go to Dominican Republic and sit there and go, wait a minute, we have Kathmandu. We have all this stuff going on downtown. We have shops. We have the only, like, Vista Cana nighttime golf course, which is nothing major. Others are going to do the same thing. But eventually, we have the only Caribbean lake park in the Caribbean. Dominican Republic has the only of certain structures in all the Caribbean, like Kathmandu, the only one. So you start adding all this up, that's why people are flocking over there. All right, so here we go. You make money when you invest. All right. And we went over that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 2 hours, 30 minutes. I believe I've had enough talk tonight. We went over all of it, except one last thing. If you're still here with me, we still want to make money, right? We still want to make money daily. How can we do this? Well, actually, we got to talk about the debt box node. We have to talk about this. All right. We have to talk about this. Debt box node. If you want to earn, in fact, do it this way because it's the end of the video of the live stream. Go search a channel for the debt box node. Then you will find the link down below in this video and those videos that tells you that you can either buy these nodes that are backed by oil, gold, agriculture, backed by assets, and it's in the crypto space, and you're earning rewards daily, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you want to find out about it, search the channel, this channel, for the DebtBox node, and please, you can buy the nodes. They're ranging from $1,200, $1,250 to $4,500. If you don't have that type of money, it's understandable. 70% of the population doesn't even have 1,000, so it's understandable. But the thing is this: we're doing a group economic situation where you can put in $250 or less, or more rather, not less, $250 increments to our 4,500 DebtBox node business opportunity. We're $2,000. We're halfway there. So I'm going to bring it up on the screen. We have a little bit more time before we decide and close this out. So here it is. So the link is down below. If you don't want to spend the $1,250, if you do want to spend the $1,250 or the $2,500 or the $4,500 and get it yourself, there's a link down below that's called the IX Global, and you can buy the node all by yourself and own it yourself. And there's a whole ecosystem. Search the channel for that. But if you can't afford that, then we have this $4,500 for you, $250, $500, $750, $1,000. The business opportunity is there. So the marketing is there for you. You can come over there, check it out. And remember, any investment is what you can afford to lose, but it's also based on you doing some research and understanding. And the money with the DebtBox node is locked. So whatever you put in, you can never withdraw that principal because you're earning rewards. And those rewards you can withdraw twice a year or not at all. It's up to you. But they do not compound. So if you have 10,000 rewards that you can withdraw, you will still have the 10,000 rewards plus any additional rewards as days go on when you want to withdraw later. So then it'll just be cumulative. It does not compound. You don't earn any interest on the rewards, nothing like that. The coin or the token prices themselves may change. So you're hoping getting in early allows you to buy or earn more reward tokens than when this project becomes fully realized, when the rewards trickle down from 15 or 16,000 per day to 20. But then you're hoping your token price increase. But remember, you earned all these hundreds of thousands or millions of tokens. So now you're loving life later because now that token is worth some value. And that's why when they're printing 10, 5, or 1, you're sitting there going, okay, I can live with that because I have 1 million tokens. So if the token increased in price to $1, that means you would have $1 million, just to give you an example. Not saying that that's what's going to do, all right? Because we're not financial advisors. Nobody has a crystal ball. We can only do research and guess. But we're trying to get that 4,500, and we're halfway there, ladies and gentlemen. So let's get some more people who may want to get in on this, understand how it works. I dropped a video, a couple of them on this, so check it out. This is SSN Lifestyle. I'm the CEO and founder, so you can go there and look it up. The link is down below as well. And that's it in a nutshell. All right, we're going to wrap this up. Cruise on Land lady. We will try to get her this week. She is feeling better. I will speak to her tomorrow morning. Excellent, George. Thank you for pulling that off. Maybe Wednesday night is 8:50 p.m. if she wants to do that. If she needs to do it earlier, then tell her, let me know what time she's available. We'll do it. It could be any day, really. You know how we do this. Every now and then we'll do something earlier, but I prefer to do something in the evening because I know people are here. So sometimes she's an hour ahead. So if she wants to do it at 7 at night, 6 at night, 6 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Eastern, preferred is 8:50 p.m. Eastern. If she can't do it, then hopefully it's somewhere between 6:50 p.m., 7:50 p.m., 8:50 p.m. Eastern. Hopefully. All right. And so we'll see what happens. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here tonight. I appreciate it. Another great live stream, in my opinion, because we actually went to go to Puerto Rico, talk real estate. We talked about stock. We talked about ETFs. We talked about stock market investing. We talked about gold and silver, why you should be thinking about getting at least a little bit of it in your portfolio. Make sure it happens. All right, that's another good thing. You know where to go. You can go to APMEX if you want. Some people like rounds, which means like coins. Some people like bars. I just like mine stamped bars. Everybody has their own. They're easily stackable and put in a box. They're just squared, rectangled, right? So I just like it that way versus coins, which coins can be put in tubes. So either way, you win. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you so much for being here. Share the videos. Tell other people. Hopefully, I'll see you on Wednesday night at 8:50 p.m. And if you have any comments or suggestions or anything like that, please, the link down below. And once again, thank you, everybody, for your support. All the members with the icon, thank you so much for being members, because without you, I may have given up already and said, you know what, showing no love from YouTube, but I feel like I owe you guys, so I'm keeping up, doing something, and I appreciate you guys' support. So just how I started out, trying to help people, we continue the journey, and we're going to keep doing it. It's not going to stop, actually, all right? So don't get any craziness. There won't be any video that pops up, I quit, all right? Not going to happen, all right? So we're just going to make some more things happen, but don't miss next Monday night. This is going to blow the roof off the suckers. And guess what? You guys, we're all first in because it's not that big yet, but it's going to blow up starting in about a week to 2 weeks. It's going to blow up because marketing is coming out. So again, I like being first or in the forefront of it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Not for everybody, but this is going to be another good one. And we're going to have ways to get people in. So thank you, Georges Charles. Thank you, everybody, for your input. Thank you for your support. And please smash the like buttons, click the all notification bells, subscribe. And again, I appreciate your support. And with all that said, ladies and gentlemen, what can I tell you? You know it's hard out here, and there's no way around it. It's about to get worse. But we got to stay the course, get that passive income 2022. Lay it down now. Keep working towards that, and don't give up. And with all that said, keep your head up, keep moving, and I'm out.